with the blessings of all the senior Vaishnavas and senior devotees. It is a very humbling experience to speak in front of all the exalted Vaishnavas here, those who have been joining these sessions every day. But I always say that whenever some devotee is not doing some seva, so in base there is a custom or that we invite him or make him the in charge of the same thing. If someone is not reading, then we make him library in charge. Kind of. So same him, Matra Mohan Prabhu, me Prabhu and other devotees have been constantly encouraging and yeah, but somehow because of my own inertia, so to say, or immaturity, I am not able to join these sessions every day. But they still keep on showering their mercy and keep on extending their love and care towards the devotee. And that is the nature of Vaishnavas. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have mainly two teachings in particular, which even if we forget Maharaj says that two things is most important, like every Vaishnava should have this mantra in there. They should tie that mantra on the neck. That one, and second is Nam Ruchi Jividaya, or we can say attentive chanting and attentive healing. Yesterday, in our local ISKCON temple, that is ISKCON Chamorshi, His Holiness Loknath Maharaj came after almost like 2 years. So many devotees had come. So suddenly when Neetu said, I'm supposed to speak, I will only be speaking from his class only yesterday. So he gave a very nice association to devotees. And because number of devotees is less here, the kind of availability we get here of senior Vaishnavas like Loknath Maharaj is much more better. So yesterday Maharaj was saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he throughout his life for 6 years he traveled across India. He went village to village Padayatra he did, and every village in the evening till morning he used to do kirtan. And he was Ajanulambita Puja. Ajanulambita Puja means if we see Mayapur ISKCON Panchatattva deities, they are all life-size deities. They are recorded heights of all the Panchatattvas. Apart from the platform, their height, natural height was also that much peak. So can you imagine when they are used to do kirtan, and that like Gaurav Prabhu once gave a class on Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur based on the book written by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, 5 volumes on Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Maharaj. So he says there are 32 symptoms of a great soul. So one of them is long ear and many other physical attributes which we can see. And then one of them is Ajanulambita Puja. Their arms extend in their knees. So then that is how long their hands was. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to dance in the center. He was a Gaur Varna and he used to dance. And he used to extend his arm upwards towards the sky. And then while dancing, he used to jump. So people from so much distance could see him. Even from long distance, devotees could see him. And just by the presence, just by his visual presence and just by the voice of his singing and dancing, people would give up their materialistic tendencies and they would become pure Vaishnavas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu focused so much on chanting and dancing, chanting and Harinam Sankirtan and Japa. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's primary two teachings are Nam Ruchi Jivde, attentive dealings and attentive chanting. So I'm not chanting is not my forte, so I better speak on attentive dealings. I don't say that is mine, but thing is that when we are in base and wherever we are, sadhu sangha, Vaishnav sangha is Bhagwan bhakta dete aur fir bhakt Bhagwan dete. So without bhakta, there is no possibility of having. There is no possibility that we can receive Krishna. So we need to understand that Vaishnav dealing is very important, and therefore in Bhagavatam 11th canto there is a verse called Prema Maitri Kripa Apeksha. Like in how do we deal with devotees on different levels? So on to Krishna, there are 4 categories. So towards Krishna, we should always be subservient and loving that way towards Krishna. We should aspire for that. And then those who are equal to us, we should be very friendly towards them. And then those are senior to us, we should be very loving and subservient towards them. And towards those Prema Maitri, Kripa Apeksha. Kripa is third category, is those who are junior to us. Junior to us in the sense, in the age or even in bhakti practices to whom we are kind of connecting them to Krishna. So we should be very kripa in the sense we should be very merciful and very gentle towards bringing them to Krishna. And then fourth category, those who are completely non-devotees, we should be very gently careful while dealing with them. So in all aspects, our dealings have to be very much particularly taken care of. And in regards to chanting, I remember Guru was saying three P's of chanting: posture, position, and pronunciation. How do you sit while chanting? Where do you sit while chanting? That is position. And then your posture, your back should be straight. You should be in a right position as much as possible, based on your health situations particularly. And then pronunciation. How much do you properly pronounce? So there are many chanting techniques and from everything. But ultimately, what matters is you are consciously trying to get a devotee situation, and you are uh, you're consciously trying to ask service from Krishna. Hey, Krishna, please engage me in your service. Hey, Radharani, please engage me in your service. So wherever you are, we will get a solution. Wherever we are, we will be engaged in Krishna's service, and that is fulfillment of our chanting. And once someone asked Prabhupada, why do we chant? So Prabhupada said, so that we can chant more. So chanting is not a means; it is the goal. So it's not something that we by chanting this much we will get something. We'll go to Golok. Prabhupada said even in Golok you'll have to do chanting. So chanting is not something which we are doing. अरे नहीं ये तो बस ये lifetime करो बाद में नहीं होगा. No. So perfection of chanting is we always want to chant. So best how do we judge how was my japa today is how do we chant 16th 16वां माला कैसा होता है 16वां माला करने के बाद if you feel like chanting more 17th round again that means our attitude is growing. So purpose of chanting is not to give up chanting and do something else, but to keep on chanting more. So chanting itself is a goal and means also. So thank you all for bestowing so much of mercy on me, and please pray that I can always be subservient to all the senior Vaishnavas, do my part as a menial servant. Hare Krishna.